Hey y'all, welcome back to Modern Lady Vibes. Today we're going to open a Fidelity Brokerage account. I'm going to walk y'all step by step exactly how to do it, so let's get started. Okay, real quick, I know things look a little bit different. Sorry, I just could not put makeup on today. It's just been one of those days, and you're hardly going to see my face today anyway, so apologies for what you have to endure right now. But I keep hearing the same thing, which is, this reoccurring fear or hesitation to open a brokerage account. It's just like opening any other type of online account that you have. There's no need to be scared at all. And I just thought, you know what? Why don't we go ahead and do one? Let's open an account online and take you through every single step so that you feel comfortable doing it yourself. I've watched a few of these tutorials on YouTube before because I personally had my own hesitations. And for some reason, there always seems to be like steps skipped where I would be walking through and then I would get to a page that they didn't get to, and it seemed to, not really pan out. So I wanted to make sure to just walk y'all exactly through the whole thing. And hopefully by the end of this video, if you want to open up your website and follow along, you should be able to have a new Fidelity account as well. The reason I chose Fidelity is because I personally have my brokerage account through them, and I opened my account last year and I've really, really enjoyed them. So, I'm going to work with what I know and I recommend them. So that's why we're going with Fidelity today. So let's get started. First, you're going to go to fidelity.com/spire/accounts. And that website is specific because Fidelity actually has a special running right now. If you open an account through this website, you get $100. All you have to do is a monthly deposit of $25 or more for 6 months straight, and they will deposit $100 in your account. So that's pretty awesome. Always make sure to read the terms and conditions. Make sure that you qualify. There are certain accounts that do qualify, but we are going to be opening one of those today. We're specifically opening a Roth IRA account, and so you'll be able to do that. Click accounts here if you're on the main page, or if you are on your phone and want to open it through an app, then you can go ahead and click the Get Started and it'll take you to your Play Store. All right, so you can see these are all of the eligible accounts, and the one we're opening is the Roth IRA. Okay, so it brings you to this page. Most likely you're not a Fidelity customer, just click no. Then go ahead and start entering your information. One of my clients was kind enough to be my guinea pig for this, so obviously I'm going to blur everything out because this is a real client account. Okay, so it pre-populates that information you just entered. Go ahead and fill in the rest. Got to blur out my autofill boxes. Make sure you put your social security, date of birth, address, zip, and then just choose if your mailing address is the same as legal. Okay, here. This box popped up because my client had a Fidelity account with a previous employer. So Fidelity recognized that and wanted her to enter in her old login information. She actually remembered her username, but couldn't remember the password. So we went here. You would use this box if you didn't remember anything anyway. Enter your information, and it's going to send you a link to reset password. Here, it's a security step, so we got a code texted to her phone, and that was going to be able to allow us to get the information that we needed. So everything's very secure, very easy to follow. Got the security code, entered in a new temporary password for her so that we could continue to go on with getting this account set up. So now that we had that, I went ahead and just closed that box. You can see we didn't really need that information. So went back to this page, logged in with the login info we just created, and that was going to get us to continue on. So here it pre-populated the information it had for her from her old job, and we went ahead and corrected the email and address from that because it was old. Entered in, they're going to ask for your employment information. You have to have income in order to have a Roth IRA, so that's why it asks for your information. And then these questions are just asking if you're related to anyone who works for Fidelity or is a stockbroker or involved in investments like that. Okay. Now, when you open a Roth, you actually get a holding account. So you have the Fidelity Government Money Market Fund, SPAXX, or an FDIC insured deposit sweep program. The money market is the default account. That's what I use. It's like a high yield savings account or just a glorified, savings account. Whenever you transfer money in, that's where it's going to go. So you still have to then put your money into an index fund or whatever type of investment account you want to invest in. So don't think just because you're transferring your money from your bank account that it's getting invested. Okay, so we want electronic documents. Great. All right, reviewing all of the information we've entered. You want to make sure everything is correct. And then we go ahead and hit confirm to move on. All right, here's all the terms and conditions. You've got all these PDFs. Read everything. We did go through all of this, so we want to make sure that you do read that. Just because I'm not doing it here, don't think I want you to skip over that, okay? All right, now in order to get the $100, you need to set up a recurring transfer from your bank account. You will be doing an auto transfer of at least $25 every month for 6 months. So these are all the different options, and you want to choose set up recurring transfer. All right. Now, automatic investments is what allows you to move your money from your bank account to the Fidelity account, and recurring transfers just allow you to schedule one-time or recurring transfers between your Fidelity accounts. So that's why we're going to want to do the automatic investments here today. All right, confirm. You should only have the Roth that we just set up. Hit continue. Okay, so here it's going to ask if you want to go ahead and buy a mutual fund. You're not going to be able to do that because we need money in our money market first. So click the account tab, go to portfolio. That's going to bring you to this page. You see your Roth, go to account, and now we're going to be able to set up our bank account. We have to connect your bank account to your Fidelity account. So here it says transfer from your checking or savings. That's what we're going to check. And this is going to allow us to set everything up. All right, so you should only have the Roth. We're going to link to a Fidelity account. That's going to allow us to link our bank. Click continue. Once again, we have our extra security step. So you will get a code text to your phone, and it's going to be the same phone number you gave them earlier. So make sure that that is your phone number and the one you want to use. Once you get your security code, you'll enter it in, and then we'll be able to move on. All right, so we want to do an electronic funds transfer. Bank wires tend to cost a lot of money, and those aren't necessary. If you've got your bank account, you should be able to do an electronic funds transfer. Here's some extra information just letting you know that you can buy investments and that Fidelity doesn't charge you for sending money, but you may incur a fee from your bank. So just double check with your bank, make sure that you know what's going on that end. All right, now we want to link a new bank. If you're the owner, click I'm the owner. If it's someone else, click someone else. Here, my client owns her own bank account. We're going to use the checking. That's where she wants the money to come from. Enter your routing, your account number, re-enter your account number. Again, we're reading our terms and conditions. Always want to make sure you know what's going on. Hit agree. All right, so this is just reconfirming the information you've just entered. And I want to do a quick pause right now to explain what I'm going to do next. So at this point, all we've done is link your bank account to your Fidelity account. But it takes a couple of days for the two accounts, for the two companies to talk to each other and confirm that both accounts are real. Also, you cannot buy anything until you have money in your money market fund, in that SPAXX account. You've got to transfer money into the account first. And once it's in there, then you can start purchasing index funds and mutual funds and ETFs and whatever. So what I'm going to do in this next bit is show you that you can't do it just yet, okay? But also it's gonna walk you through how you would go about purchasing your first fund. So it is a tutorial in and of itself, just to show you how you can go about buying mutual funds and index funds, but also letting you know that that isn't something you're going to be able to do today or the day that you open your account. You gotta wait a couple of days and get that confirmation email from Fidelity. Okay, so let's continue on. I'm clicking set up account, set up automatic investments, set up automatic investments. That's the Roth. That should be the only one that you have. Click continue. All right, let's buy a mutual fund. And I'm going to enter in one of my favorite index funds is FSCSX. It's an IT account. Say I want to buy $25, and you'll see here, there's my error. I don't have any money in my money market. So let's go back to the portfolio. Now we want to tell Fidelity that we want to transfer some money in from the account we just linked up. So go back, go to account, and transfer from your checking again. But this time you should see your bank account, and you can go ahead and link that. So choose your bank account. We want to transfer it to the Roth, should be your only option. And let's choose 2020. Okay, another quick pause. So here you'll see that I chose 2020 for the contribution year. The cool thing about Roth IRAs and traditional IRAs is that you can contribute into the fund up until tax day. Tax day is usually April 15th, but this year it's May 17th. So if you're watching this and it's before tax day, you still have the ability to transfer or contribute to your Roth in the 2020 tax year. So I recommended to this client to go ahead and choose 2020 because since she is just now opening her Roth, she has a full $6,000 she could contribute for the 2020 tax year, and that would not take away from the full $6,000 she could contribute for 2021. Whether she's able to get $6,000 in the next week is a whole nother topic, but at the very least, the $25 she puts in right now is not going to get in the way of the $6,000 that she has for 2021. So she'll basically be able to put in $6,025 for this year and have that growing in her Roth. Okay, let's continue. So we chose 2020, and I'm going to put the $25 as the amount that we're transferring. This is the money that we're transferring from her bank account into the Roth. $25, we submit. And here's your confirmation page. It'll take 1 to 2 days for the money to come through. And then you can click schedule automatic transfers the next time you come in. And that is all you need to be able to open a Fidelity account. So you will get your confirmation email from Fidelity once the money is in the account, and then you'll just go in and follow those steps that I showed you when you're ready to buy into one of your index funds. I have a video that outlines the top 5 index funds that I recommend based off of a few qualifying parameters: $0 of minimum investment, at least 10 years of existence, and is outpacing the S&P 500. So feel free to check that video out if you want some starter index funds and ETFs to start investing in. I hope this video was helpful for you, and let me know if you open up your Fidelity account. Again, you've got that chance to get a free $100 just for investing in yourself. And if you follow me on Instagram and you take me up on my $5 Friday challenges, then this $25 a month is right up your alley. You can take that $5 a week and apply it to the $25 a month for your Roth in order to qualify for the $100. So I love that it's all matching up like that. This is not a sponsored video. I don't earn anything for y'all getting $100. I have no referral code or anything like that. You can Google it yourself and see that Fidelity is just offering this. So go ahead and take advantage of that. I don't know when it ends, so make sure you take advantage of it as soon as possible. All right, thanks so much for joining me today, and I'll see you next Monday.